uh, sex toys.
Yeah.
Autonomous vehicles.
Or Helldivers. I don't know. I wasn't really into Helldivers, but we can talk about that.
Well,
My opinion on Helldivers is I heard this someone say on a podcast. It's what Halo should have done for their franchise on Halo 5 when it came out. If not, that should add at least a battle royals. Battle royales are in right now, so that should have been part of Halo. Even though Halo said they were going to do it, and what happened like two lead.
But it's not a battle royale. It's a horde.
I'm saying they could have done that or a battle royale.
It's an interactive horde. Like it's a firefight, but it's more interactive than a normal firefight, horde mode, whatever it is, and that's what makes it fun. It's just for you guys, and you guys are going at it against like the enemy.
Yeah. But Halo's always been multiplayer.
Yeah, but it's like Starship Troopers, basically what it is.
The basis of Halo, like since Halo 1, is multiplayer.
But that's Helldivers.
No,
it's multiplayer.
Put the mic more to you.
Yeah.
Get it near your mouth.
What'd you say that? What? It's what's
multiplayer. It's only multiplayer.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
I've seen
it's
like
different though. Like multiplayer is like against other people.
So you're
playing with
co-op.
It's co-op. Yeah.
So you're more of on the competitive side. You like to go against others.
Well, that's exactly what Halo is. It's what it's always been.
Yeah, but then they introduced on ODST, they introduced Firefight that has been the staple of Halo since ODST. And it's been part of ODST, Reach, 4, 5, now Infinite. It just got introduced last week. Like, it's just the way things are going. But what made it popular was Gears of War. Gears of War made it popular with Horde mode. And trying to get through those levels. And then you had Call of Duty Zombies. So it's kind of continuation of that, but it's a more interactive continuation of just being stuck in one spot and having them come to you, because there's objectives that you have to do. You have to go around the map, and
you were a fan of ODST though?
Yeah, big time,
bro. Me and my brother beat it in like
nerds
a day, 12 hours.
So how you played Helldivers?
Put it away, and that was it.
So you played Helldivers. Is it like a big map, like a battle royale, or is it just like
it's a world?
You just play and you just do certain missions and you load it? Because on Discord, I hear you guys say that. We're loading in is because you guys get out of it and start a new mission, or how does that work? Or you guys go to the ship and go to like another section.
You get your loadout.
What's the name of your ship?
Whatever it came stock.
I named mine Hammer of Dawn.
Oh, Stocky McStockface. Stock, whatever the stock. I haven't changed anything.
But yeah, that's more like of an objective, like a game where you play together and fight computers in a way, right?
And that's the cool thing. Like it's like in a galaxy, and these bugs, whatever they are,
or
robots, they took over planets and they're coming in towards the home world, and you're liberating each planet as you go.
Yeah.
So
it takes like everyone who's playing to liberate those roads, not just you guys.
Yeah. So like
that's the cool part about it.
You liberated one part of the planet, and let's say you get off for the day and you come back the next day, maybe the whole planet's already been liberated, and there's like 2-3 more planets deep.
Yeah. We did 100%.
Dang.
You guys did?
Yeah.
One whole planet?
Well, like
no,
it was already like 99.9. And then we did the last mission and it was 100% liberated.
Nice. That's sick.
I don't know for everybody else.
Me personally, I like playing other people. I like battle royales. I like multiplayer.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend Nelson. He was playing God of War. You played God of War. You guys play stories. You played Ghost Recon. What other stories you play?
I like those way better.
Yeah, I get bored. I like to play multiplayer. I like to play other people.
Yeah, I'm not a single player guy.
Yeah, same.
I'm a co-op multiplayer, but like co-op the story, like you go through the story and you see it together because it's a movie, right?
Right.
But like I'm not for hordes, or I that's why I don't like it.
See, I'm not for it either, but this game hooked me. It just, I don't know what it was, but it hooked me. I like it.
But I think single players are the best because of the story.
Yeah.
That's
but that's why I like co-op, because you can experience with someone else.
Yeah.
And it's not just like you're just sitting there by yourself,
Daniel Cobb said, "Who the fuck are these guys? We're a podcast, talk about everything and nothing at the same time."
Take it easy, Conor McGregor.
But yeah, me, I'm more of a multiplayer type of guy. I don't like I get bored, I guess, single player.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
And then
I
this,
mean, the series though, like Metal Gear, like the story on Metal Gear is amazing.
I
Hitman's,
admit-
all the Hitman stories are good.
Well, I mean, when we were younger, me and Kevin played the Halo campaigns because it was harder to play multiplayer, and I enjoyed it. But now, I guess I like being more with people talking and playing. I guess.
Yeah.
It's games now are being made towards multiplayer. It's not really so much games being made.
Well,
for
to that
campaign
point,
mode.
Daniel who's having a battle royale? League of Legends
yeah.
coming out with
No,
VR,
World of Warcraft.
World of
They're
Warcraft.
also remaking all the old games. Like
Yeah.
Metal Gear is getting remade.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. That's
Tomb
sick.
Raider, I think, is getting remade
Right.
too. Yeah. They're
The-
remaking all the Hitmans too.
the campaigns that are pretty good. Star Wars,
Those got good
Fallen
stories, too,
Jedi.
Yeah.
The Fallen Jedi
are
games, those are good. Those are
I've
good
never
stories.
played.
Player too, no?
Yeah, I don't know if
No,
those
there's
are-
multiplayer modes, I think.
probably there's multiplayer modes.
I never really played the Star Wars except for the Battlefront.
Yeah, that one was good.
The latest one was good. I saw Derek playing it.
Which one?
The latest one was it? What was the latest Star Wars?
Battlefront.
No, it's the
Battlefront
one with
2.
Anakin. Like, well,
Yeah.
you downloaded or something. The story one,
Oh,
obviously.
it's not. It's Jedi Fallen Order, but I don't know what the second.
Yeah, it's
One
one
was
of those. I played at Derek's for like 5 minutes, and it looked tight. It just wasn't for me, you know. I guess multiplayer. I don't know, but the Battlefront game was pretty fun. I think they kind of missed the boat on that. Those Star Wars multiplayer games are so fun and it's nostalgic, you know. It's you see the movies, but I don't know. I guess they were there at the wrong time. Because when they were playing, what it was a 16 against 16 or 32 against 32 Battlefront, what we used to play it, or
It was 32 against 32, and on PC that was on consoles, and then on PC it was 64 players.
yeah,
So
and
64,
I think they
32,
missed the
32.
mark just a little bit because those were fun games. You know, you could be a Jedi, you could be a Android, or
Yeah.
but
Most
those
fun we
were
ever had a
fun.
multiplayer that was a Your Basement in Rock Band.
Yeah.
yeah, nah, bro, multiplayer.
wasn't-
I'm playing
That
back
was so
more.
much fun.
GoldenEye, bro, GoldenEye.
Oh,
Da-na-na.
yeah. On 64?
Oh, what is it?
On 64?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
dude.
ESPN, bro.
Yeah. Got it mixed up. Touching Daniel Kopp says, touching on war games, quick question. Who will be in the Civil War if we were to be one? And who would win? This country seems too close to one happening. I think Iron Man, bro.
The white people would win.
So who would be on Iron Man?
They have the most guns.
Anybody buying guns
White people are winning.
or that's had a stock of guns.
Do you guys see? I haven't been following it, but do you guys see Colorado State and Colorado CU Boulder and Colorado State made
The second round.
the second round. I don't know. No, the women's did of Colorado State. I think the Colorado State men's didn't. The CU did. I'm
Oh yeah.
not too sure.
Yeah.
You think that's the Dion is bringing more talent?
It's funny that
People being in, or
yeah, it's funny that you said that because literally on the group chat that I'm on 2 hours ago, I said that Deion Sanders has been a blessing to CU for that reason because he brought 100 million into CU that is not only for the football program. Yeah, most of it's going to go to the football program, but maybe 20 mil, 40 mil is going to go to all the other sports. And with that comes better scouting, better treatment to the players, better facilities, and it's going to make people want to come here because it's cool. Because
More money for the strippers for the scouts.
and that too.
well, I watch Deion Sanders Osakin's YouTube channel, and it's a daily vlog. He does upload every day, and just alone the kitchen they changed it all around, and then the Deion said that he wants like with the children, you know, the football players where they chill, they want it to be competitive Madden, like soccer games, like
Yeah.
hockey. They want it to be. He said, "I want to be competitive."
That's
But like what Kevin said, he didn't just help the football program; he helped the whole programs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the week they played Oregon last year, they were feeding. They fed all the football players ribeyes, tomahawks. All the football players they fed them tomahawks cooked in duck oil, just because the amount of money they were already bringing in at the time.
Damn.
But going to your point, the CU played today against Florida. It was one of the most highest scoring games in March Madness.
They
history.
barely won by 2, right?
102 to 100.
Yeah.
And it was like one of the best games so far of the series. Everybody's calling it the best game of the.
Oh, really? I gotta
You guys
catch
pay
that.
attention March Madness or not really?
Yeah.
I don't at all. I did like a bracket one year, but I don't know what I was doing.
I guessed.
Yeah.
yeah,
There-
that's what I did.
out of
Yeah.
the million, on that point, that out of the millions of the brackets I've done, there's only been 2 that were all completely wrong.
Yours?
No, like in general, like there was a statistic that I seen on ESPN earlier that out of the whatever million that got filled out, the brackets, there was only 2 that got completely wrong. Like
Really?
they're all everything that got picked is out.
What do you mean 2 completely wrong? What do you mean by that? Like,
Yeah,
completely right?
they all their winners didn't win. They all lost. In
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
Every
bracket.
single pick was wrong.
Every single pick was wrong.
yeah, I don't think there's been a single guy that's gotten it perfect. I think,
No, it's like statistically impossible.
yeah, it's
super hard.
So many upsets and all that.
Well, that's why they call it March Madness, because it's madness. Like
Yeah.
you're expecting a number 4 or 5 seed to be able to take out a 12 or 13, but it's a Cinderella story. 12, 13 might take out a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
rank. Like going back to CU, they're number 12 and they took out number 5 Florida.
Who was asking? I think my friend Nelson was asking me. He said, what place was CU? So they were number 12.
They were number 12.
And Rams?
Rams, I'm not too sure, but they were up there. I think they were like 15.
We're doing pretty good for being number 12.
Yeah, but they lost yesterday.
Yeah,
against
so they're
Texas.
out, right?
Yeah, they're out.
And I heard the girls, I think, are in. I think I got an alert. I'm not too sure.
The CU girls are still in. Yeah.
Colorado sports is coming back, bro.
I hope
And
so.
that's going back to kind of like Dion.
Scared about the Broncos.
Talk about college.
We missed this guy right here. This guy was the best.
Shannon
Yeah.
Sharp?
Number
Elway.
18 too.
Oh, Alway. Oh, I thought you were talking about another
and
guy.
Manning. But going back to that, I'm pretty sure they're going to make a 30 for 30. I don't know if you guys watched that on ESPN, like sports documentaries. I'm pretty sure they're going to make one about CU when Dion came.
Guaranteed.
Because he not only brought culture, he brought
Celebrities. Eyes.
and money to the school. He brought everything to the school. And it's no surprise. Yeah, the CU basketball team's been good, but it's no surprise not only the men's, the girls, but also the CU skiing team won a national title.
They did.
The CU skiing team, yeah. The
There's
men's
something.
skiing team won a national title. So
I didn't even know skiing was a sport.
For real.
believe it or not, they have golfing.
Really?
Yeah, they're at
But
CU.
like, that's not a team sport. How do you play that?
I don't know how they play it, but
If
they
you
have
could
it.
bet on it, you go
Oh,
play.
It
like,
will
how do they
happen.
do that? Like skiing, is it like a team of skiers or is it a team
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
golfers?
Yeah, it's a team of skiers.
It's like time trials, no?
So it's like our
Yeah.
best golfers against your best golfers?
right.
Oh, okay.
Like, have you seen you've seen the X Games, right?
Yeah.
Like when they're coming down the hill and they're going through like time trials, they're going through like the obstacle courses, like stuff like that. Each one, like if the points accumulate more than the other school, they win. So, but yeah, it's like not.
It's like going fastest down the hill, ain't it?
Yeah. But yeah, it's like no surprise that all these other programs within the school are doing better out of nowhere. We just need the football team to do good this year and it'll mean something.
I don't think
it's-
we should expect too much this year. I think a couple years down, we talked about it last 2 weeks on the podcast
If
about.
Dion sticks around, we should expect everything.
Yeah.
Is there a question if he's not going to stick around?
No, he is. He committed. There are a lot of people. We talked about it last podcast. People thought that he was going to go to after what is it? Oregon? No, who's the
Alabama.
Nick Saban? Nick Saban left. That they were going to put him over there. But
CU cross country is also one of the best in the USA.
There you go.
It's crazy.
And CU Bowl a couple years ago was rated number 1 in the partying school.
It's always been since the 90s. It's been like a party school.
Oh, damn.
CU's a vibe though. Like Boulder's a vibe though.
Yeah.
Like you're just pulling in. It's like a different world.
Yeah.
You know.
It's the only place I've ever been like discriminated against. I shit you not. The most liberal city in Colorado, and I got discriminated against.
In Boulder?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
No way.
Swear.
Tell the story.
I walked into a store and everybody just started following me and Ray.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys walk into my house, I'm following you guys too.
Yeah, but they're
Just
supposed to
saying.
be like, liberal and everything and non-racism. And they were like definitely watching us.
There's they say Boulder's a hippie town. There's
No,
a
it's a
lot of
rich
money. There's a
yuppie
lot
town.
of money there.
It's a rich yuppie town.
Yeah.
It is super rich. There's a lot of money there.
There's a lot of money. But one time I went with my dually, straight piped, rolling coal all up and down the streets. Yeah,
The hick from Brian.
Yeah.
basically. Yeah. Same state. Weird.
Did
Wow.
you see
Talking about football, Daniel.
did you see Judy capping on Twitter?
I did not see that, but
Yeah,
Judge
yeah.
Judy?
So
the wide receiver,
Jerry
Broncos
Judy
wide
is a
receiver.
wide receiver for
Ron
the Broncos. And he was like, he was so he just signed a huge extension. The Browns, he got traded to the Browns. He signed a huge extension for what he's produced, right? Like he shouldn't have gotten that type of money. And he
Big. Sorry, I don't interrupt you, but before we switch off, Big Ibra said Boulder is gonna be the new Beverly Hills.
True.
God help us. God help us. We already got enough
Sorry, I didn't mean
Californians
to
here.
interrupt you, John, but just before we
hope
move on. Maybe, I don't know, but well, let's go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So Judy just got a huge contract, and then it seems like he got bought her over Adam. What's his name? Schefter. Is it Schefter? Is his
Yeah.
name Adam?
Adam Schefter. Yeah.
About basically him. What, I can't even talk. Him talking smack about him. You know, he's like, because he's like, so long. It wasn't Jerry. He changed his name to like Jenny Judy or something. I forgot how he said it.
Oh, whoa,
I'll never forget you. You know, he changed his name at the end. But he's like, Jerry Judy's a bust. You know, he never produced. Blah blah blah. But he's right though. You know, he got this huge deal for no reason. You know, the Browns are just a stupid org.
What was the deal he got?
It was like 4 years, 60.
Yeah, that's wild. I think they're just riding on the coattails that he was a round one pick and he's an Alabama player. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think that's what they're
that
betting
makes
on.
sense.
Or I mean, we are dysfunctional. You know, the Broncos are dysfunctional. We're right up there with the Browns. So at the end of the day, you know,
It wasn't always the case though.
no, but just right now, I'm talking
Yeah.
about right now. We are dysfunctional ever since he's been here. So they're saying like, oh, this guy's got a lot of talent. Maybe he'll pan out. No.
Yeah, I think that's what they're betting on, but I don't know.
Yeah, and then he had put that he had
We're also not scouts, so they probably saw something in him. They probably saw footage and
no,
But-
the footage is there.
But last year you had Stephen Smith Jr. going off on him. Well, not off on him.
yeah, that was bad.
Well, he just told him that he doesn't think he's good, and then Judy went
Yeah.
off on him on the Thursday night game, and Steve Smith Jr. on live broadcasting went off on Jerry Judy.
yeah, like Jerry Judy disrespected.
Yeah, he
His
disrespected
Albert in a
him.
way.
no,
And that's an actual player. He was a player
Yeah.
in the league.
yeah, and he's just a guy.
Ray says lots of teams think they can fix other teams' problems.
Yeah,
That is true. 100%.
Take Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Go fix Russell Wilson.
But yeah, he was putting on social media. They had put up 972 yards, and he had missed 6 games. But in reality, he had played for 14 games.
And he only
know.
missed 2 games.
He only missed 2 games. So like he can't even produce 1,000-yard season in a full season. He had in those 14 games he should have been at 1,100 yards.
What kind of flex is that? Why don't they have up there the catches, the dropped balls, and yards after catch?
Yeah.
Like flex that way. 972 yards could mean a whole bunch of things. Maybe he had a breakout game where he had 2 long touchdowns and he did 200 yards. That'd be like most of the yards for the season.
Most of the yards are from on the Chargers, bro.
Yeah. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, Raiders suck, Daniel.
Yeah.
Anyways,
They might be good
have
this
you,
year,
have you
Raiders.
been watching the Nuggets lately?
Yeah. Some coworkers at work, they're really into both the Nuggets and the Avalanche. And it's pretty surprising that we have both the leading candidate for MVP in both the Nuggets, the NHL, and the NBA, with the Nuggets and Avalanche, which is Nikola Jokic and Nathan McKinnon.
I'm not really much of a hockey guy, but
I wish I was more. Me and Kevin, remember in 97, 96, we used to watch it every single day. And then remember they went on strike and we stopped watching it?
Yeah.
But
went on
me and
strike?
Kevin were.
In the early,
went on strike and never came back.
yeah, they went on strike the early 2000s because they were mad. Like, how is it that these baseball players, which is a dying sport, nobody likes, and these players
Depends
are
on the region.
depends on the region.
Yeah.
If
And
you're in
depends-
Canada, that's all they got.
No, I mean like
No,
baseball's
baseball.
huge in
Baseball. I'm sorry.
New York. and-
Yeah, New York, Mexico.
No, baseball's still huge. Baseball's worldwide.
It's a dying sport, honestly.
I don't think so.
It is. It is.
Baseball's worldwide, bro.
Dying sport.
Bro, there's
100%.
Heck
100%.
no. Heck no.
Dying sport.
Dude, there's Japanese players. There's
Yeah, I
players
think- I don't
all
think so.
around the world.
That
Dying
Japanese dude is
sport.
huge.
Yeah.
You see the
Dominican.
You see the rise of football compared to baseball?
No.
Even hockey? Hockey is rising higher.
No. Heck no.
There's
Football
Hold on.
is probably the smallest market.
well no.
Literally,
Biggest
football-
market is soccer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Soccer's the biggest
Called
market.
football too.
The biggest market, believe it or not, is cricket
What?
I'm sure. Because of India.
because of India. That's
Yeah.
like the biggest market.
That's a cheat code, though.
Yeah,
Indians
big.
like that?
So going to that,
guess.
most of the world prefer cricket over baseball. But
I don't get that sport. And obviously, you haven't looked into it. Or
Cricket
nothing,
looks
Because
but
we haven't been colonized by England. That's why.
yeah, pretty much.
I just
We,
see
they,
it
we
like
didn't,
on
they didn't get that far. We threw that tea in the bay before we got to cricket.
Yeah, what Ray said there, people just go to baseball games to drink.
No.
100%.
But the market, I'm talking about the market, bro. Like literally, baseball is one of the biggest markets ever.
Well, because it was America's pastime for the longest time, and it's been
don't
one of the oldest sports in America. But now it's a dying sport.
It's like saying UFC is bigger than
It is.
than boxing.
It's not.
Wait,
boxing's bigger.
boxing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I
It's
thought
like
you were going to say
you're-
UFC is bigger than
No,
baseball.
that's what I'm
I was
saying.
gonna be
It's like
yeah.
you saying UFC is bigger than boxing. You know, it's not. But do we enjoy UFC more? Obviously, like it's more dynamic, right?
Can't you Google like?
we can, but we don't want to.
Oh, we can Google it.
Well, going back to Ray said, people will go to the baseball games. I went with my friend Jose and my other friend Rigo to the baseball game. And we here in Coors Field, they have the bar upstairs. You pay, I think, $17 and you go up there and watch it. I remember going one time. I didn't look at the field once. We went to the bar, got messed up, and we left and went somewhere else.
You didn't read it.
Okay, so they Googled the NFL market versus the
Oh,
baseball.
14 billion versus
It says last-
9.46
So the NFL made $14 billion in total revenue,
versus 9.46.
which is what the MLB made. So the whole reason the hockey players went on strike in the early 2000s is because they were mad that baseball players
Can you
who
put it on?
hurt a fingernail and can't play for 3 games sit and make more money than them that are literally fighting each other on the ice rink and is a more popular game around the world. So that's the whole reason we stopped watching in the early 2000s.
Most Americans don't closely follow sports.
Yeah, that's true. 100%.
What did it say? Americans what?
Football tops the list.
Bro, the reason I say the MLB, baseball's a dying sport is because the commissioner of baseball for the longest time has been trying to get the game. So people are complaining that the games are too long and they're too boring. So now they've been trying to rejuvenate the game by making them shorter and adding some type of new rules to the game.
I like the new
to make it
rules.
fun.
Like the pitching count.
Yeah, like the pitching
I like all
count, that was one of them. But they're introducing all these things because they're losing viewers, they're losing fans, and they have to make it fun again. So
Well,
that's the
yeah.
whole reason why I say it's a dying sport.
Well, yeah, but it's still like they're obviously trying to work on it.
Yeah,
You know,
they're trying to work on it for that reason because they are seeing the numbers and they're seeing that they're not getting as much viewerships. They're seeing that they're not getting as much sponsor money. They're not getting as much fans in the seats of the games anymore in the stadiums. So that's why they are trying to rejuvenate it because it is dying
So then why is Vegas building a brand new stadium on the strip?
because it's Vegas.
That's true. It was in Vegas.
I heard
think
that's a
in
big old
general,
controversy.
Vegas is just like trying to take over everything. Like they didn't have any of those professional sports.
But I think the people in Vegas, from what I heard, they're mad because they're making them pay for it and nobody wants the stadium.
Oh yeah, like, same thing with the Kansas City Chiefs, bro. Have you seen that?
No,
That stadium looks sick.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
building a new stadium?
No, they want to, but then they're like it's gonna cost a couple billion, right, to build a new stadium. It's like, oh yeah, we only have 100 million for this, you know, but the taxpayers have to foot the bill. If not, we're gonna move out of here. Isn't that like the grimiest stuff? Like,
Well, I think they don't even like Oakland doesn't want the team to leave, and Las Vegas doesn't want the team to go.
yeah,
Come
but
to Vegas.
Oakland doesn't want them building a new stadium either, and that stadium that they have is like Little Mexico, you know, like, dude, the sewage is horrible. Like, it's literally like a trash stadium. So
Yeah, it's kind of messed up though that America, the taxpayers have to foot at least half of the bill for the new stadium,
yeah,
and then we have to pay $400 to go watch a football game or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
it's not like
Just to
like
get
we
drunk.
Just
we-
to get
at least give us a little certificate saying we're a
Right.
damn owner or something. Like, you paid this much in taxes this year. You have 0.0000%. You know, like, at least give us that. You know,
Or
At
at
least-
least local get a discount on tickets.
yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Or have a
That's
raffle.
that's a great idea.
have a
that's a good
raffle
idea.
for 2 free tickets
Yep.
a game.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that'd be
One
good.
ticket per household.
Yeah, but they don't give a dang about you, you know? Like,
No.
they're just gonna, you know, rake in all the money they can and spend it on things that they quote unquote need.
And it's funny that the Chiefs owners doing that because this offseason they came out with the report, the NFLPA, which is the NFL Players Association, came out with a report saying which team owners and which team facilities are the best from 1 to 32. And the Chiefs
Kansas is the worst.
were dead last.
Yeah.
Even though they're winning Super
The owner
Bowls,
was the worst.
they're winning games, they're making money, they're
You would've
dead
thought
last.
The owner Raiders would be the dead last.
No.
No, they got a new stadium, new facility in Vegas, so the
Yeah.
players
And
are happy.
he's all about the players too. And he hired a players coach. Like, he's for, like, you know, wanting to bring it back to what it was in the 90s.
Who was
or
above the
late
Chiefs?
80s.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you can find that list. But
Yeah, let's look at it.
but it's funny because it's like he's winning Super Bowls, he's making money, and instead of being like, hey, you
But that's
know,
Mahomes.
that's Mahomes. They hit it on
Mahomes.
that.
Yeah.
And Andy Reid, damn it.
But isn't he
Kansas City Chiefs is dead last, bro.
Who's
Oh,
no
Washington
second to
Commanders.
last?
Well,
the Chargers are second to last.
But the Commanders, so the Chargers and the Commanders have new owners, don't they?
Yeah, and so that's no. So Chargers and Commanders had the worst owners.
But they have new
previous to
owners
this.
too.
Now the Commanders do. So Chargers have Spanos, which is the owner that took the Chargers out of San Diego to Los Angeles.
Oh, I thought he sold.
No, it pissed off a lot of fans doing
Yeah.
that. And the Commanders had Snyder, which he was just like
Yeah, he was trash.
trash all around. So you have those two teams around you, and even then you can't do anything to make your players happy, and you're like, what's it called? You're threatening the public of leaving Kansas City, your team, just because they don't want to foot the bill for a new stadium. It's like, nah, bro, get out of here.
Yeah.
Pay for it.
I don't know, bro. I think in general, like, I mean, they obviously got a thing going though, you know, like the Chiefs, you know, but it's all Mahomes, you know,
Mahomes
he's
and
got
Reid.
that leadership, yeah, and Reid has the offense.
You take those two
that
out of the
makes it work.
equation, and what happens to the Chiefs?
Oh, they go down.
Oh, bro, we spanking them every game.
I can't wait.
With no QB.
You take Reed out of the equation, you have him go down.
No, I think
Because I think
Mahomes is still a game changer.
he's a game changer, which is really true.
Yeah, he's a game changer.
But Andy Reid's a player's coach. Like, guys want to play for him for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, like Shady McCoy followed him.
Yeah.
Who else? Deshaun followed him, didn't he?
Yeah. Jenny McCoy. There was a guy on the defense too that came over with him
From the Eagles, right?
from the Eagles. Yeah. Like, players follow him, coaches follow him.
Yeah, he
like,
inspires people.
he inspires people. Yeah. So, I mean, without that inspiration, I mean, they might get inspired by Mahomes, but I don't think they win as much games as they do now.
Right. I seen an article the other day. It was about an auction about Kobe's first ring, and it was basically a replica ring that he had made for his parents whenever he won his first championship. Like, obviously Kobe's gone now, but what do you think? Like, even if would you sell that ring even if it was, if you needed the money?
No.
Are they doing it for like a charity or just auction?
No,
Straight
no,
auction.
it's a straight auction.
So I wouldn't sell it, but I feel like they're selling it because maybe they don't have access to Kobe's money and maybe they're struggling, which is why they have to sell it.
The wife is Latin, so I could see that. But go ahead.
Kobe like disowned them.
He did?
I think so.
Oh, then that's a different story then.
Yeah, because something I forgot what it was. Let me look it up. That's why when with that famous picture where he's like this.
Yeah.
After he won the championship.
Yeah.
That's because his parents weren't at the game.
Oh wow.
Or they didn't go see him.
You know that is
Really? I thought it was because frustrated about something else.
Yeah. his
About
parents.
about like the players
His
not playing to their fullest or something. That even though they were winning, he was mad.
No. I mean, why would you? You just won it.
maybe
He had the freaking trophy in his hand.
the chat could explain some of that because I didn't know that, but it makes sense because you never heard of Kobe's parents at games, or he would never mention
it's just
them.
his daughters or his wife.
Yeah, you would always hear Michael Jordan mention his mom.
Yeah.
LeBron
No,
James.
his dad.
He's
He's really
dad.
close with the dad.
Yeah, his dad. All these players always mention their parents, but come to think about it, Kobe never mentioned his parents at all.
Yeah. Here, let me look it up. But
Talking
Some
about
people are private too, you know.
Yeah, that is true. I know that his parents were army. They were in the army, so he like grew up in Italy, Spain. That's how he knew Italian,
He
spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
And then they settled here
I
in
think
Maryland.
that's the closest we'll ever get to Jordan.
Kobe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
And LeBron can suck it.
Agreed.
I agree too. My friend said that back then it was way more physical. Going back to what we were talking about last week. Now they score so much because the refs let them do whatever.
that changed though. It seemed like so that was a statistic that I seen in a TikTok the other day about how basically since the All-Star break they have been calling less fouls.
Since All-Star break this year?
Yeah, and so ever since then, the average score between each game has been less, and stuff like that. Like it's basically like it seems like they called all the refs like, hey, stop calling these BS calls, and they just let them play.
Really? I thought if they were letting them play, the scoring would go up.
Yeah,
But
I would
it's-
like it to be more physical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be
makes it
cool.
more interesting.
right.
it seems like Kobe and his parents did make up.
But they
Cool.
did have an issue for a while.
Yeah, they did.
Ah,
What was
makes
the
sense.
issue though? Like
I don't-
they
I
just
don't
weren't showing up to the games.
No, I don't know what the issue was. They were fighting about something.
But yeah, I think Kobe is the closest we'll get to Michael. Little Michael.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Kobe was it. Like, he was a scorer. He had the Mamba mentality, right?
That drive.
Yeah, but LeBron isn't that. LeBron is his own player, right? Like he's more complete. Now I'm not saying he's more complete, but he plays the game different, right?
Right.
Like Kobe was there to kill, and LeBron is there to help
Flop.
flop, and like facilitize.
He's more of a business, I think, himself, compared to the other guys.
I think that's what Russ saw himself as.
Yeah. Let's ride.
Let's ride, baby.
That's right.
Um,
Back up just a little bit, Hiram.
Oh.
There's they say they couldn't see Kevin. Just bring the microphone towards you a little bit. Yeah, it's like we could hear you.
you can move it.
So on that note, do you think so kind of going back to what I was saying earlier about us having the leading MVP candidates, do you think Denver Nuggets and the Colorado Avalanche, like we're flyby city? Because it seems like we don't get the respect we should in the national broadcast and the national media. Look at the NBA Finals last year. Everybody kept picking the Heat to win. Everybody kept picking the Heat until the last game. They were finally submitting and saying the
We
Nuggets.
lost
were
one
gonna
at
win.
home though.
We lost one at home, yeah, but
That's huge. I felt like the whole momentum was going to change right then and there.
right.
I
But
think that works to our advantage though.
that's
Yeah, because they overlook us and they don't expect us to show up.
yeah. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, Jokic or Murray said something about that. I think it was Murray. Murray said something about that last year. He was like, "If you guys don't respect us, it's cool. It gives us more ammo." But yeah, seems that like we get disrespected. It's always either teams in LA, the teams in New York, the teams in Florida, or the East Coast that get more respect.
Those are the biggest fan bases.
We got
The East Coast is the easiest conference.
in 2003 NFL and finals were watched by an average of 11.64.
What are you talking about?
The viewership on the NBA finals. Because he's talking about the Nuggets.
Oh,
So-
I mean, in reality, because Denver was a cow town, bro. If you really think about it, Denver is a tiny little town, or was a little tiny little.
It's a
town.
small city.
Yeah.
On the side of the mountain. You know, like that's all it is. You know, until
We
10
got
years ago.
legalized.
Yeah, exactly. 10, 15 years ago, whatever it was,
That's what changed everything. Everybody
did.
moved here.
it did.
Businesses, everything.
You know, so but I mean, in reality, if you look at pictures from 2007, like flybys over Denver, like it looks so tiny, and that's what it was, bro.
Right.
Well,
You know?
remember, it used to take, what, 15 minutes to get to Denver?
Yeah. That's what it takes from here. 10 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We're talking about where we live.
But without traffic. Now we have traffic.
Mm.
You used to just cruise on the highway. There's nobody there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
It used to be like how 76 is now, just empty. I-25 used to be like how 76 is now.
Just, yeah. I mean,
85 used to be like that too.
Yeah.
yeah. To all these dang truckers took over.
Truckers.
I know. What the heck?
I hate
Get them
those
out of here.
truckers. The worst.
Hate them. But no, well, that's what I'm saying. Like you get Oklahoma, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they get more coverage than the Nuggets do. Oklahoma's smaller than Denver. Like,
Yeah.
and then you have, for example, in the World
I've
Cup,
never been.
we're gonna have the World Cup in 2026. Kansas City gets picked over Denver in their small.
Is Kansas City bigger than Denver?
No, I don't think so.
Our soccer stadium is pretty small, though.
But Kansas City has
Oh,
it's kind
we're
of
not
two
playing?
states, though.
Yeah, it's in Missouri and
Kansas.
Kansas.
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't make sense. Like they're going to play in Arrowhead, which is a really old stadium, a crap stadium that the owner wants to get out of.
So is MetLife, and that's where the final is.
MetLife, but it's new. It was built in 2008, 2009.
Oh, really? I thought it was
Yeah.
older than that.
No, it's new.
Oh.
But
Do
like
you have to bid on that?
for the
Like, how does that work? How do they decide that?
I'm not sure.
to host the game,
Yeah.
they had to bid on it, and Denver bid. Like they put a
So
bid.
we
in.
were just cheap?
I don't know.
Well,
And-
Daniel said we have a small soccer stadium, but it's not even about that. We were going to play on the NFL stadium.
Yeah, we would have played in Invesco Field,
Yeah.
Invesco's small, too. It's only like 50,000.
but
68,000 or 78,000. You never been to the game? No shows. 6,000 players. People. Boo. But no, I
No,
think it's
but
like
it-
72, 68,000, I think.
Yeah, you capping.
No, for real.
this
I got Google, dog.
this was a genius of Pat Bolin. You know those
What is
front?
it called? Invesco.
Vesco.
No. It's called
Sports Authority.
no, not Sports Authority anymore. Damn, Mile High. Just put Mile High. It's like some retirement company now that owns it. But this was the genius of Pat Bolin. You know the front four rows that are orange.
What do I put?
My house stadium capacity.
Capacity. I want to recharge.
You know the front, the first.
76,000.
Told you.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You know the first four rows.
Yeah.
Like look at that image right there on the bottom right.
Yeah.
The first four rows that are orange.
Yeah.
When Pat Bolin designed the stadium, he designed for those rows to be removed and the field to be made bigger in hopes that when the U.S. would get a World Cup again, Denver would get picked and Mile High would get picked for a game.
No way.
Yeah, 100%. The first four rows of the stadium those seats could be removed and the field could be widened.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And he did that decision back in 99, 2000 with the hopes of if we got a World Cup and we
Yeah.
get picked, Arrowhead gets picked over us. Like it makes no sense.
Daniel
Which is
Kobo says hotels and things to do is a factor. Denver's hospitality sucks. Guys had to say. I mean, our food does suck.
Yeah.
I've
that is
traveled
true.
a lot with my coworker or my boss, and yeah, Colorado food does suck.
Yeah.
It does suck.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he's right there, but I mean, you know, that just goes to show why we've been so dysfunctional. The Bronx has been so dysfunctional as a team since Mr. Bolin died.
yeah.
You know, like it's just gone downhill, bro. Like, you know, he thought of he thought of this in freaking 25 years ago,
Right.
but no one else has been trying to, trying to go towards that, right?
Yeah, because think about the huge revenue that'll make for the city. You have tons of international fans coming in, spending their money,
Yeah.
getting the hotels. And not only that, you may generate a lot more money by people selling clothes for their businesses, doing a lot of things that they want to do. And you make a lot of money for the state and for the people, but just people aren't thinking about that.
Yeah.
I wonder how many English fans we got like when Lewis Hamilton came on.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
'Cause-
Because he's a part ownership of the Broncos.
I wonder if
Yeah.
that like boosted more fans.
I believe so. I think
I'm
so.
pretty
no?
sure.
I think more like F1 fans versus English people.
Oh,
Because we've been
yeah.
we've been going to like having England games for a while now.
Yeah.
So
And Mexico City.
Mexico
Is that the only two places that
been
they
like
go?
the last 4 or 5 years. They're gonna go to Brazil next year, I think.
Who?
But as of right
I-
now, it's only
I don't know
England
who's
and
gonna go.
Mexico, right?
It was, but now it's Brazil. They're trying to
that's cool.
expand it. Yeah.
They were talking about having a team in England, right?
The NFL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till like other countries get like a football
but that
team
would
so we
suck.
can crush 'em.
Logistically, that would suck though.
Just crush them.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because of the time, the travel, and all that.
But it is pretty sick on Sundays, waking up at 7 in the morning. You have a game on all
yeah.
day until like 10 at night.
I don't know
Yeah.
7 in the morning, buddy, but
No, you do get it. Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about getting up at 7.
yeah. Especially on a Sunday.
Yeah.
What does that comment say? Casey has a Super Bowl winner.
The city is more relevant than Denver. But it's not even about that. The bid was about what Daniel Cobb said, probably the hotels and things to do.
Yeah, that's 100%. But we got the Gaylord. We're expanding. We're working on it.
Ooh.
The
We're
game
getting
are
there.
so sick. Have you guys been to the anime
No.
convention there?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's where it's at?
Yeah, at the
Oh, I thought it
Gaylord.
was at the
Is it
Civic
nice?
Center or whatever.
No,
downtown.
it's super cool, dude. And it has like it's
Nerd.
basically just a nerd fest.
Bunch of
You know,
virgins.
you go see a bunch of virgins dressed in anime. But like,
I heard it smells.
Wow.
Yeah. I've heard like the BO smells disgusting.
Just like this podcast studio, but
A little worse than this.
Wait a minute.
but it's fun, dude. You know, there's a bunch of shit to do if you're actually there, like staying there, like at the hotel, because it's a whole 3-day event. It's crazy.
That seems fun.
Yeah, Licha wants to get a room this year.
You should, bro. You have your kids and everything. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
Little getaway, little mini vacation.
What are you going to dress up as?
You could take your laptop, your gaming
Oh, my-
computer.
Nah.
You know, we could do. We could all wear thongs like the Bruno, like the
Always going
Borat, and then
Right away. Right away.
and do a live stream at the pool.
He's like, I'll tailor you guys.
Big Ypres asked for Marco and thongs. Marco's actually not here. He went to LA to see our thongs that we're gonna wear for that live stream.
yeah.
No, he had some came up, so he's not here. So Hiram's
Couldn't make it
filling
today.
Herpes.
Yeah, he couldn't make it.
You think R.R. Martin's ever gonna finish Game of Thrones?
No.
You don't think so?
I
If he was smart, he'd finish it and start something new.
if he was smart, he'd do the complete opposite of what the show did.
What do you mean the complete opposite?
Yeah, like how
This is where it gets fun. The last time George posted something like this, he posted and said,
can they hear that?
Yeah, I muted it.
Are you gonna play it or
I'm going to if I can get it started.
I'm gonna go over here, Daniel. Yeah.
Here, finish what you're saying, Kevin.
I what I'm saying is I think he'll do the complete opposite of what the show did the last season because it left the fan base broken. So broken. Pissed.
Yeah.
That was
Like-
horrible.
The whole,
But the whole
series, you're building
series-
up to Daenerys.
But
and
the
then
whole series was opposite what
Spoiler
the
alert.
books were. It was their own take on it.
Right. And they did
So they didn't stick to the books?
No, hell no.
no
I
they,
thought it was
I thought they
the
just
book.
changed it at the end.
the first 5 seasons they stuck to the books, but they did omit some stuff
No, they
that
didn't.
weren't part of the books. Yeah.
Did you read them?
The Stark dad was alive.
No.
Yeah,
No, he died.
Who read them?
I have them right here.
Yeah, but did you read them?
Nerd.
You could have them, but did you read them?
Let's read them right now.
They haven't been opened in their
Bring it up.
life.
Bring it up.
It's open, buddy.
Let me see one.
Cause
A Song of Fire and Ice.
Caitlin Stark You know how she died? Well, she died at the Red Wedding. That's for sure in the books. It happened. But in the book, she becomes Lady Stoneheart, which is basically like a zombie, and she goes around revenge killing those who killed her and her son Rob in the Red Wedding.
Are these in order?
But they didn't include that in the book and the shows.
No, I don't think so.
Which was the
the
first
kids have
book?
been playing with them. I can tell you right
Song
now.
of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely been playing here. Look at this.
Tyrion.
But right, he didn't finish the
Game of
last.
Thrones is first. Clash of Kings is second. Storm of Swords is third.
Hold on. Let me put it in order.
You should look up on the screen to tell you.
Okay.
Game
Storm
of
of
Thrones,
Swords.
Clash of Kings,
Storm of Swords.
Feast for Crows.
So the thing is that he did advise the
Dance with
showrunners for the first like 4 or 5 seasons, and after that, the showrunners, which was they called them D&D, I forgot their names, DB Wise and Benioff or whatever.
Yeah.
They phased them out in the later seasons, even though George R.R. Martin had already told him where he wanted to go with the series and the books. Like he told him what each character was going to happen. So if they took it there, we don't know. But what they need to do is, if he does finish the book, I think he needs to do the opposite of what they did in the show, because the show broke literally the fan base.
They did.
Like the Lord of the Rings fan base is stronger than ever now. But where's the Game of Thrones fan base? Like it died instantly.
With the show.
Did you like the Prime version of Lord of the Rings?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
What Prime version?
What's it called? It's like 1,000 years before the
yeah. It's good.
timeline. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's really good.
I just started getting to Lord of the Rings. I'm on the second movie, halfway through.
Dude, you.
Yeah, I know it's
That's
good.
time you've
lacking.
ever spent.
I don't watch movies though. Like only time I watch them is when I
love
travel.
movies. I love movies.
Do you just watch series then?
YouTube
Oh,
is life.
What'd you think of?
That's why his attention span's like at 2 seconds. He just watched YouTube shorts.
By the way, we're on there. Look for us.
What'd you think of the new Game of Thrones show, the Dragon one,
That's super good.
The House of Dragons.
House of Dragons? Yeah,
I didn't
On
mind it.
HBO?
I didn't mind it.
It's already out.
Yeah, I already finished.
the first season. The second season's coming out this year.
Gotta see it.
Did you like it?
Yeah,
I liked it.
I liked it. It was cool because when I was getting my surgery for my appendix, I got it. Literally, me and the nurse were talking about it and like watching it in the room.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. Like it kind of came back to like that Game of Thrones feel.
It's Lodi, bro.
Yeah, Lodi was there because she was into it. But it was kind of cool because it was kind of went back to the hype of the original Game of Thrones when you talk to people about it on the streets. You know,
It'd be cool if they did one for each, like the Starks.
they have to.
Oh, yeah.
They are. They are.
Oh, they are.
And the rebellion of
Robert's Rebellion.
yeah.
Oh my
Robert's
god.
Rebellion's gonna come out here.
Though that would be a
next
good
year.
one.
That one would be a good one. If they do that, Game of Thrones is back on the map, like 100%.
If they do
But
it
they
right.
need to include the author,
They do need
because
to
if they
include
included him in the first 5 seasons, those are the best ones.
him. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like they do need to include him.
Yeah. Let's watch this video real quick.
Could over here. Do you?
Yeah.
Are we muted?
This is
No.
where it gets fun. The last time George posted something like this, he posted and said Kong is dead. And he was referring to King Kong, the monkey on his back, being Dance with Dragons. When he finished it, he tweeted that. And it was exactly 4 months after he met with his British publishers. The day this was posted was 4 months after he met with his British publishers this past summer, or this past winter or fall, whatever. So that's where I said, okay, that's a little strange, because me and you talked. We said, man, this British publishing thing, is he doing another cookbook? Like, what is it? Does it mean anything? And then you figure out that, yeah, 4 months went by, and there were people online that said, well, let's wait 4 months, because that's what happened last time he went through his British publishers and announced it. So is this the hint that it's time for him to begin A Dream for Spring? Is he writing A Dream for Spring is my question.
Human
Yeah.
and evil.
Right.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
So yeah, it's insinuating. It's basically insinuating that, R.R. Martin finished a book, and he's writing the last book, which is A Dream of Spring, right?
You think
Dream
maybe
of
got
Springs, yeah.
pissed that they
Battle
went
of
on and
Bastards
did
was
that?
a Great episode,
The Battle of the Bastards was good. The Red Wedding was good.
dude. That's I think that's one of the highest rated episodes like all time.
Which one?
Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah,
that was good.
Dude,
Bro,
oh my god.
you have Jon Snow standing there while the whole army's coming after him.
yeah.
And he
That's
pulls
legendary.
out his sword. And
Yeah.
Oh, I,
He's
I pulled it out with him.
Yeah.
Seriously. Dude.
Oh no, that's not that. What is it?
Bro, he accepted death.
Yeah.
Like he accepted it, and you were right there with him.
For his-
You're like, let's go.
Everybody remembers that scene because we were just like,
Dude, I was
God.
grinding my teeth. Like that's how
Yeah.
I was like.
That's the show, though. That's what the show is, bro.
The
You're
show
grinding
is-
your
yeah.
teeth.
show was great until the last season, bro.
No,
How could
halfway.
you do
halfway
this
they
to
should have ended it halfway on the last.
They should
season.
have ended it on Arya killing the
Yeah, exactly.
walker.
Half. Yeah, that was halfway.
He shouldn't have killed him though, bro.
Why?
No, it should have been Jon Snow. They were building him up to.
They built Arya up too, though.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, because she was an assassin, but they built up Jon Snow to be the second coming.
Actually, you're right.
Agreed.
You're
Yeah.
actually
Jon
right.
Snow was the guy.
Because they built Arya up to avenge her family, right? And Jon Snow was
R
yeah,
plus
literally-
L equals J, which was Rhaegar Targaryen's whole prophecy
Yeah.
that
No, you're right.
both what was it called?
Watch it.
Song of Ice
you
and
going?
Fire. Jon Snow was a Song of Ice and Fire. Like he should have been the one killing him.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that's like the emotions we all had because Game of Thrones was so good. They broke that fan base in the last season. They broke it.
They did. I agree. I mean, I don't know.
I remember we.
I'm still broken.
Going back to that, I remember we hosted in our shop. We have a projector, and we hosted. Was that dark episode though? It was like rated one of the darkest episodes of all time. I think it was season 2 or
Oh yeah, I thought my TV was broken.
I know,
Yeah.
that was last season.
yeah, last season.
That was when Arya killed
Like
the night.
episode 2 or 3.
The Night
Yeah,
King.
we had a projector at the yard, and it was so bad. We were like trying to figure it out. Oh, we promised this projector's good. We watched football games here, but it was one of the highest rated dark episodes.
So much pizza it's consumed on that day. Yeah, it's working.
It's working now.
Yeah. We back, boys.
Big Papi Ibra, is that Ibra for Ibrahimovic?
No, it's Big Papi Bra. His name's Braulio.
Uh,
A.K.A. El Nalgón con las nalgas más grandes del mundo.
Papi Bra. Papi Bra. I thought it was Ibra. My bad.
Hey,
You want to go to your video, Daniel?
I got a video. Oh, we got a little change your mindset section. I'm down.
Let's change the mindset.
All right, reset it. All right, here it is.
Ready, boys?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be David Goggins.
I just realized a long time ago, not long enough, I wish it was earlier, but a while ago that I'm not gonna make everybody love me.
That's another root of human struggle, worrying about other people's perceptions about who you are. Like, why would you ever care about that, you know? And I think that I fell victim to that in my past of worrying about things that I can't control. You know, if the people understood what words could do to a human being, especially where we are in today's society, then they wouldn't be invested in that.
That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
And so I decided at that point, I guess, I don't need you. The only person I need is me. And I'll be damned if I'm ever gonna need somebody.
Like when I want to be racist, I just write it down. When I want to get that word out, I just write it down.
Going to that point with Drake and with everybody, what's his name? Kyrie? No, not Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie.
It was Kyrie, Theo. I think that took me until now to figure out. I all the time kind of think when you get older, you kind of don't care
You
about.
can't help it though.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody
It's just
cares,
Yeah.
especially your family.
that's true. But I think it takes when you get older.
Touch on that subject more.
What
What you just said.
about caring what your family says? Everybody cares about what your family says because they're your biggest support group.
No.
They're
But
there for
the
ride or
video
die.
was about not caring about anyone's opinion.
Yeah,
know?
but you do care what people think. You may say you don't, but you do.
Yeah, but like obviously you want to make your family proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, but like, you know, the point was like not caring about like a stranger's opinion of you, because at the end of the day, you're never gonna see them again.
Right. Yeah.
You know, obviously, like I want to make my dad proud. You know, so obviously I want to, you know, do right by him. You know, but I don't want to. You know, I don't want, like, you know, my next door neighbor, what he cares about, you know, how my front yard looks.
Yeah, we'll burn down his house.
He's next up. You get me?
Yeah.
I think that's what the video was about. You know, obviously,
I think some people don't care since they were younger, but I feel like a lot of people, once they start getting older, they don't care.
It's your personality too.
Yeah.
Some people feel they take things more personal than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, I was talking to Ramiro about this yesterday. Like, you know, like sometimes like, okay, like somebody be telling me something about Ramiro, right? I'm like, bro, like Ramiro is his own man. You know, he's a grown ass man too, right? How old is he? You
35.
know, 35 years old. You know,
Shut it.
and at the end of the day, like I got 3 kids to take care of. You know, and if he's you know, like this guy freaking puts more stress in my life, and like I can't be stressing about what he's doing.
True.
You know, like I can't control it either.
No.
You know, it's his own decision. You know, do I want the best for him? Obviously. No.
But you can only control what you do. Like you
Exactly.
can't even control what Licha does. And I think that's
Exactly
what
right.
frustrates everybody, because like you as a person, you want to control, or at least I do. I want to control like what's going on and situations around me.
I'd like to influence.
I like to control.
Like obviously, like, you know, if something was like,
Yeah.
if a situation came up where my harmony, like my influence, like,
100%, yeah.
you know, took over. That's what I mean by it.
Yeah. Like you shouldn't care what other people think about you, but you should also always put your best self forward.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because I mean, if you who's gonna look out for you if you can't look out for yourself?
Right.
Nobody.
You know,
How's that saying go? God helps those who helps themselves.
is that, you know, and then, you know, like another saying too, like we're not all the main character in everyone's book. You know.
That's a lot of people need to figure out, especially with all this like things going on. I think that a lot of people think that, I don't know. I feel like people get on. I could easily do a TikTok video, Instagram video, and make it all about myself, and then I think that grows to it bleeds into your personal life. Like you think that you need that attention. I have people that like. I have a friend that I was losing weight a couple years ago or last year, and I lost a lot of weight. And she's like, "Why don't you post it online? Why don't you have it on Snapchat?" I'm like, "I'm doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm doing it for myself." So a lot of people get stuck in like they need to show, and it gets. I think they mix it up with like trying to show people what they're doing, so they kind of set themselves as like the main character. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's what society's driving us to with social media. It's all about branding yourself, selling yourself, and not only that, just like the times that we're living in. It's all about how you feel, what you think you are this morning, like just stuff like that. It's just driving people to be the main character of their own everyone's book. And it's like, bro, like kind of going back to your point, like you have 3 kids to worry about. And a mortgage, you have your own bills.
Yeah.
Like that should be the last of your worries. But unfortunately now, like, oh no, okay, tell me more about how you feel. Tell me more about what you're going through. And it's like, it's for some things
Emotional damage.
straight up. For some things, it's totally valid.
Yeah.
But like other things, like, bro, come on now. Like you gotta go through some.
I think that goes back on the video we watched on last week, where if you keep on talking about, you know, the bad in your life, or you keep on talking about how depressed you are, or how much anxiety you have, it's only going to come back to you like tenfold, you know, because that's all you're thinking about.
Right.
You know, if you're not worried about, you know, I guess your next move or your next goal, right? Like I live my life by goals, right? Like, you know, if I want to do this, you know, like in a certain amount of time, except whatever, right? I think that's the whole point of it, because obviously we can't be the main character in
But
everything.
you'd be surprised how many people don't have goals.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nobody has,
exactly.
like,
But all they're aspiring to is just social media or looking good in front of people.
Like I told you when I got that job, I pulled the guys in and I was like, "What's your goals?" And some guys would just look at me with like a deer in the headlights. Like,
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
I'm
They're
guilty.
just
What's
living.
what's your work goal? I need a work goal from you, and I need a personal goal from you.
Yeah.
And
Bro,
they're
I'm-
just like,
That's a
I'm-
great question,
I'm
especially as a new boss.
Bro, I'm guilty of that. Like, not until I had Ezra, that's when I started finally setting goals and trying to get it. Because before that, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm living day to day." Like, that's the stupidest thing I ever did.
yeah.
Like, because you're living
But
day,
you
but
do that
you-
your whole
you-
life.
you do that your whole life, and
Yeah.
you have no guide. You don't have anywhere where you're pointing to.
I think that's a great thing my dad always instilled in me because, like, first he taught me how to like look at spiritual goals, right? But then like also have a goal in life, because obviously like spirituality isn't the only thing in this life, right? We obviously have to live too, so like that was always something that I felt like was
I think people just give up too. And Daniel Cobb said people never plan to fall,
to fail.
to fail. They fail to pain, to
plan.
plan. Sorry. The best thing in life. Agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not about plans. I think it's all more about, like,
Rolling with the punches.
rolling with the punches. You can have a plan,
Right,
Everyone has a
right.
plan till they get punched, right?
Right.
That's exactly it. Like if you get punched in the mouth by life today, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just sit down, and let your count roll out, or are you gonna keep get up and keep on trucking, right?
Yeah, I think you need to give yourself some type of responsibility to have a goal, though. Like, in my case, from my experience, it was Ezra. Like,
Yeah.
him being born all of a sudden thrusted me into a state of responsibility. Now I have to watch for him. Now I have to plan for him, and now I have to set goals, and that's what made me wake up. And then I'd be like, "What was I doing for the last 8 years? Like, just living life? Like, that's
Damn, maybe I
stupidest
need a
thing."
kid.
No, not even. When I had a wife, that did go into it. But after I divorced, it just went back to like no goals or nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, you had someone to kind of guide you though, or
us,
motivate
not
you.
her.
What's that saying? Give a how does it go? Give a girl, give a woman food, she'll make you a meal. Give a woman a house, she'll make you a home. Give a woman your seed, she will give you a child. Give a woman, and I forgot what else, but it's pretty cool because it's kind of true.
It's 100%
It's
true.
it's really true.
Yeah, especially one that has your back.
Right.
Like
Well, that's supposed to be your right to die.
Yeah.
100%. And
They're
that's the
supposed
cool
to-
part. Like, dude, I'd probably be guilty for half the things, and Leach would be defending me. Like, like in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, that was me.
She's like, why'd you curb stomp him? He had to. I don't know.
Yeah, she's
But
out
that's
here.
what you want.
I
Yeah,
eavesdrop,
exactly.
and I'm around Daniel quite a bit now, and we hang out a lot, and he's wrong a lot of times.
Oh, I know.
I'm right though.
70% of the time.
Main character of everybody's story.
Talking about that, is being nice a weakness?
No.
No, I think to a certain
think you
degree
should
it
be
is.
nice.
No, yeah, but don't take advantage. Don't get taken advantage
No,
either.
don't get taken advantage, but
But
be nice. Up
but people
until
take
then.
advantage of that being
Well,
nice.
Then that's when you don't be nice.
So then being nice is a weakness.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
I okay. So I put this subject because Ramiro is too nice.
In all caps, by the way.
I know that was right to me.
That was directed to you, but because okay, let me give you the situation. Okay, so Ramiro's been looking at road bikes. Okay, on Facebook, and he found a good deal on one, and then the guy took however long to respond, and the guy's like,
day.
I got a bunch of people,
25
messaging
people
me.
in front of me.
I'll
That's
let
what
you know. I'll let you know type deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him he's like, and Ramiro would text me. He's like, should I just tell him? Oh yeah, let me know what happens. I was like, no, dude. You tell him you want to go look at it now.
Yeah.
don't be like, oh yeah, whatever.
But
Like
that's not being nice. That's just being
Nice.
assertive on what you want.
Right.
that's too nice though. That's what
No,
Ramiro.
that's not. That's being
what
meek.
Okay, explain it.
Yeah, like being nice, like you treat everybody with kindness. That's what being nice is.
Mm-hmm.
Being like letting people walk all over you is another thing, or not showing what you want, or being clear about what you want is another whole nother thing.
I'm guilty
Like
of
Ramiro
giving.
should have been clear. Hey, I need to go look at that
Be-
bike. I want to buy that
I'm
bike.
guilty of giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. Also, like that everybody's nice. Like,
Yeah, but if you don't tell people what you want, they're just
Yeah.
not gonna know it. Because you're
That's
gonna
true,
think
too.
like, oh, they did me wrong, but in real life, they can't read your mind.
That's true.
yeah.
Like you're
That's
gonna
very
feel some
true.
type of way. You're like, I treated him nice, I did this, but you didn't let him know what you wanted. You weren't clear about your motive. You were clear about your objective, and he doesn't know that.
Very, very,
So
very true.
so I can say that without a doubt we are very indecisive as
Calderons.
big time. I don't know if it's all Calderons or just us, because I learned that with my wife. Because like I'm very indecisive. Like if it's time to buy something, I'd be like, oh, let's wait on it. Let me think about it. Instead of being assertive, and that was me at first. Now I feel like I am more assertive of what I want, but I feel like that's just us, and it's not because we're nice. It's just because we're indecisive. We're not assertive. We weren't assertive enough.
Yeah.
But you have to learn that through time to be more assertive, and you could still be nice. You could be kind to everybody. You could be a gentleman. And being a gentleman is being nice to people. That's not a weakness. And when it comes time to finally, if someone is coming after Lori or Ezra, I'm not going to be nice anymore. You're going to see the real me. But for now, I'll be nice to you. I'll be kind.
Yeah.
Don't poke the bear. It's basically what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like with me with sales, bro. Like you have to be very black and white.
Yeah.
Because
You
that's your career. You know how to be very black or white, very assertive. So like in this situation, he's not a salesman, so he doesn't know how to go about it. But you already have the experience. You already know
you
how to
dealt
go
with
around
millions
that.
of hundreds of customers.
No, but mine and Daniel's family is very cut and dry.
True.
Like we just tell you how it is.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna beat around the bush. Like if you want something, I want this, or I want you to do this. We're
Yeah.
not gonna be like, hey man, do you think you can want to do
Yeah,
this?
well, Daniel starts going back to Kevin said Calderones. It's just
And
type
that's
of
what
person.
they instilled in us too. You know, like no one's gonna read your mind.
No, and
You
no one's
know?
gonna do shit for you.
Yeah, like you have to go out and get it.
All right, take it.
Yeah, exactly. If you want
I am
it, take
guilty.
it.
I am guilty of that. Like, let them, not let them.
But see,
it's
like I
just-
would have, like if that guy was like telling you, oh, there's 25 people ahead of you, we'll be like, well, I'm available now. Are you available? I could go look at the bike
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
That's a nice way of telling him, hey, I still want the bike,
I'm here.
and that's on him now. If he
Yeah.
doesn't want to sell it to you or whatever, that's on him. You did your best.
Yeah, it seemed like he wanted to do like a bidding war or something. You know how they do it on Facebook.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I got what I wanted, and I got a good deal. I feel like, but
Nice. Oh, you got it then?
yeah, Tuesday gets here.
Balling out of control.
My mom was like, Ramiro.
Do a Dama impersonation real quick, please.
I can't talk fast enough.
Can you do it? Can you talk that fast?
No, I can't.
Dude, going to that, all my friends in high school was like, your mom talks so fast. I'm like,
I don't think so.
fast?
Nah,
She talks fast.
A lot of people tell us that she talks
yeah.
fast.
Naya talks fast too, though.
I speak fast in Spanish too, though. So.
So like, say something fast in Spanish.
Esa chingada todo tu madre.
Yeah, she talks like that. She talks like that. I understood everything you just said.
That's Dama's like literally like
Slow.
That's what everybody
one-time
said.
speed. Yeah, that's her slowest.
And I don't see it. Like,
my
obviously, I
wife's
grew up with
family
her.
talks fast. My cuñado Junior talks freaking fast.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But
My mom talks fast, and I'm here trying to form a sentence like, duh, duh, duh.
All that comes out is like, Ma.
where's the meatloaf? But yeah, I guess everybody has. I think it's genes. You know, you grow
No,
up
it's
with
your
genes.
personality.
Well, genes,
Yeah.
personality. Yeah.
Like, look at Daniel's little girls. Like, that's the personality they were born with.
Right.
Anakin, that's the personality. Ezra,
That- yeah.
they're born with that personality.
Yeah. That's true.
Talking about personality, Daniel we always put everything off. Just do it. And I think that's also a personality. We procrastinate. I think that's just also
100%.
in our genes as a.
That's me.
Play that video.
Oh yeah, you want to?
Because I think it goes along the lines of this.
Can you mute it?
Second.
Shrink like this. I'm 55. I just rode my bike across country with my friends. I didn't see any 80-year-olds on their bike. The window to do things that you love to do, it goes away. Are you thinking like, oh, I'm going to do this next in 2025? It doesn't work like that, man. 5 years from now, my oldest son's in college. There's no more family dinners. My mom, she's 96, 97. I'm 60 in 5 years. Those family dinners are 2024. The race you wanted to run, 2024. The podcast you wanted to start, 2024. The trip you wanted to take, 2024. Get excited about 2024. 2024 is my year.
Is the last year, right? Or at least according to the conspiracy theories.
I'm guilty of procrastinating like crazy.
Yeah.
But I
think
work
it
better
takes-
under pressure.
I don't.
I do.
I stay calm. I stay calm under pressure.
I feel like it
I don't know if I
motivates me.
do, but I'm
Pressure's a
freaking out at
motivator
the
for me.
time while I'm doing it. I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
not just, and not everything. It's just certain stuff I am.
Like
Yeah.
I'm anal, bro. Like, you know, like this week, I how many times did I tell you guys that I don't have subjects for this week, right? You know, like I'd like to have like at least a base plan, and you guys want to wing it, which is fine. I like winging it, but I don't, you know, because like I'm putting like
You need organization.
I do like I like look at this, you know, like you know, all this stuff that we wrote down. Are we gonna touch on everything? No.
Kylie Jenner leaks?
It's still organization.
Let's stop everything and just do that.
Yeah, but I'm just anal about it, right? So like if I'm gonna do it, like I'm not gonna like Ramiro was telling me, oh, you know, like don't buy this thing, you know, because it's expensive. It was expensive. Like I'll admit it, right?
What does it do?
It's for the podcast, so we can all connect to it. It's for all the microphones.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Big boy tools.
Yeah, it's a tool. It's a tool for what we're doing, right? But he's telling me like, what if it doesn't blow up or whatever? Like, but if I'm gonna do it, like I'm not gonna do it like half-ass. You know, like I want something to be done correctly to where it's best potential.
Yeah, it's like when you built the CRX. You built quality parts, the best of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's not about like for me in general. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Do it right.
You know, do it right. It might take me a little bit of time, but you know, I'm like that's the only thing I'm thinking about too. Like I have such a narrow mind. You know, like if that's all I'm thinking about, that's all I'm literally thinking about for the next 24, 72,
I wish I could do that.
whatever hours, you know, like
Autistic.
I am autistic, you know, like that's why I don't do drugs.
Risen
you know,
with
that's
autism.
what that, like I'll have
Gay.
a beer, you know, like I'll have a beer.
That guy's
But
gay,
that's
gay.
it. But like, cause you know, cause I like I know like I have the most addictive personality, stuff like that. You know, like
Yeah, you got to know yourself too. Yeah.
you know, like you know, I'll have a beer, you know, but I mean, if I'll do cocaine, I'll go off the rails. You know, like you know, like there's you know levels.
Sounds like
to
a
it,
normal
right?
Saturday night.
It's a Tuesday night for you.
Derek has entered the podcast.
D-Rod, are you here?
But yeah, I know what you mean. We all got to control ourselves, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I like.
See, look, that's not going after anything. That's waiting for things to come to you. Grow some balls and get it. That bike was yours. Let someone else get it. See, that's the nice difference between being nice and being assertive.
Yeah, that is true. I see that. You're right.
And I think that's the difference between like being in my profession and like you know just not having that type of training, you know, because that's something that was taught to me. You know, I did learn that because when I first started selling cars, it was like, you know, it was oh yeah I'd say yes to every request now, and now it's like no, we can't do that.
No.
You know, like if I can do it, yeah, I can do that. It's not like, yeah, maybe, you know, I'm not going to teeter on that because I hate people. Like, wouldn't you hate someone be like, oh, yeah, I'll get you next week or something.
Right.
And they just have you on the hook for whatever, right? Like, I'm not that type of person, you know, like either I'm going to do it or I'm going to not. You know, if I'm not going to do it, you know, or if I just can't do it, you know, I'm going to say no.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like, But I hate like we've had salesmen that are like that, you know, like, oh yeah, we can do it, blah blah blah. They're just yes
But
man.
how good do they do after a while? They
They're
eventually
gone.
either crumble or
Yeah, they're
switch
gone.
their tactics.
No, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone. That's exactly
Those
it.
people
Like
don't last.
they don't last, you know. But that's I guess that's the point, you know. Like,
You can't make everybody happy.
No.
but it is something that you can learn.
Yeah.
Is my point. You
Yeah.
know, it's definitely something that you can definitely
You either learn it through time or it kicks you in the face right away, and you're learning right away.
exactly, or you're just suffering.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like literally living life and like, oh, I should have did this, I should have did that, you know. But in reality,
Because I did that. Well, I remember I sold a semi once, and to a guy in California, and he came to pick it up, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that for you. I could do that for you. He came back a week later. I didn't do any of that because I was working, and he's like, you didn't do any of this. I asked you to do it.
yeah,
And he's like, I'm gonna take my money now, and I'm not gonna buy this truck. And I'm like, damn, like it kicked me right in the face at that moment.
Yeah.
And after that, I realized like, okay, nope, I can't do that anymore.
yeah,
I learned right away.
exactly,
And don't
But-
say maybe, either say yes or no.
Right.
yeah.
But I
So-
think
so it
we're
takes time.
influenced- Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say it takes you either learn it through time or it kicks you in the face, or you never learn it. And you
I think
don't-
in our
you stay-
case too is that we're influenced by our parents a lot. I think
100%.
I think talking to him, what he was saying, and I think both of us. I think we influenced too much of in that time. My dad, like it
Well,
was.
dude, everybody's influenced by their parents. You don't want to let them down. You want them to be like, oh, I'm proud
and
of
you
you.
think
what
they're
you
the
did.
right, like
Yeah.
you should do this. All right, well I should do that. You know.
Yeah.
especially if it's a family business too, though. Like you're seeing,
DRK
Yeah.
trucking.
yeah.
Too
soon. Too soon.
We got a different name, buddy.
True.
It's Ezra Trucking now.
Is it?
No.
No.
I thought it was Elon Musk trucking.
That name was taken by Elon Musk Incorporated.
Muskies.
The Muskies.
The Muskies. Well, I think that's a good place to stop at. That's good.
Cool.
Almost an hour and a half.
Now we
You're
can
right,
get into
because the
this
bars are open
conspiracy.
till 1. We got 4 hours. Yeah, we should end it now.
Let's do it. Main bar.
You got an outro song?
An outro song? I thought you picked it. I have a good one. Well, you want to play?
What are we listening to?
Let's do Upside Down.
Upside Down?
This will be my pick.
This
You guys
one?
pick next week.
This one?
Yeah.
Puppy Bascom.
All right. Put it on ending. See you, boys.
Laters. Thanks for tuning in.